We are back.
Fire with Dad, baby.
You gotta let me do the intro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are back. Another episode of
Fire with Dad, baby.
Premature
Fire with Dad.
Ejaculation. One day I'm gonna you.
Fire with Dad, baby.
Okay, so just gotta point out. Look how much taller I am than you. I look like Shaq, and you look like.
Well, you're wearing high heels.
I'm not wearing high heels.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just that much of a presence. So, Dad, we're talking golf.
Golf today, baby. We're playing golf tomorrow. Big time scramble. We're gonna kick some ass, take some names.
So I got my golf glove.
Titleist
Golf glove. We're gonna talk about golf stories. So you got your phone making noise here now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Turn your phone off in the broadcast?
I'm sorry. I thought I had it off.
This is a professional broadcast.
Thought I had it off.
Jeez, kids nowadays all hopped up on Red Bull and Diet Coke. So what got you into golfing? I guess let's first start with that, because you forced me and Sam into golfing. Like, you used to yell, you used to make us sleep in our golf shoes and with our clubs.
No, my two cousins, Beverly and Marilyn, their dad, my Uncle Gordy, was he had very, very, very wealthy guy from commercial real estate, and he ended up bidding for the
Where
five.
The hell's my money?
Well, I didn't have any either. But anyway, he bid and got the 5 golf courses in Rockford, Illinois, to manage all the golf courses. So he had every year he would bid and get it every year. And so for years he had all the golf courses.
So you played free golf.
So I would go out there when I was about 9 or 10. My mom and dad both worked, and I get on my bicycle and I drive out. I'd ride my bicycle out to the golf course at Mississippi, and he'd be there, working the concession stand and all kinds of other stuff. Plus the other employees doing everything else. And I'd help them out, and I'd make hot dogs and hamburgers for the guys at 10, 11 years old.
This is a long-ass story just for me to ask.
So anyway, he'd give me golf clubs, and I'd go play golf.
Okay, there you go.
Every afternoon.
My uncle ran a golf course. I got the golf for free. That you just gave me the mom version.
No,
I
did.
I thought you were here for 20 more minutes.
Well, I was trying to explain how it happened.
Okay. So
I played golf all my life.
Okay, so we've played golf. I've played golf my whole life. The last 2 years, I got a pretty good thing going this year. So I haven't played in 2 years because I wanted to be around Cole Sports and just like, whatever, I'm done with golf.
I don't think so.
And twice this summer, we got a series going at Rising Star Casino called Beat the Pro. Me, Greg Tufts, and JP the Pro play against each other. We try and beat JP. Last week, my 4th, 5th, and 6th holes I've played in 2 years. Par. I beat the Pro. So I'm basically going to go on the LIV tour.
Well, it took you 40 years to beat me.
Yeah.
I was a pro, baby.
Now, I'll tell you the story how I beat him. So the first time I ever beat Dad, I've beat your ass a lot in my adult ages now, because you're just...
Not as much as you'd like to beat me.
Yeah, I could dominate you.
But about as much as you beat me in ping pong.
Okay, but back in the early days, I couldn't beat you as a kid. And I got a speeding ticket. Me and Bryce Calvert and Brendan Calvert. I think Kevin Sauer's with us, and the Calvert boys were following me. And I decided to try and outrun a cop on the back roads by Perry Park. Thought I could lose him.
In your Carmen Gia.
I was in the Carmen Gia. I thought I could lose him.
Yeah,
and
right.
It ended up dead ended into that little Worthville. I didn't know the road dead ended. So anyways, I got a long story short. I got a ticket. Bryce got a ticket. He wasn't allowed to hang out with me for like a month, even though it was his fault for following me. He could have just went the other way. The cop would have came to me maybe, or maybe would have went to him and I would have got off. I don't know. But anyways, the cop get a ticket. You say, hey, I will take care of this ticket and pay for it and get it taken care of, like off your record with your little connections, your little Kentucky Mafia connections. And if you beat me in golf. And so I remember what happened, because it was going like I was unhooking your bag, the little strap, and you would get so pissed because you'd take off and your clubs would fall. Oh, you're going to bend my putter.
Then you'd step on my golf ball, run the golf cart over my golf ball.
Did I pee on your ball?
Might even done that. That was you were. I mean, by the time we got done, you're talking about trash talk. It was just trash plap.
So we got to the 18th hole at Perry Park, and you literally, like, he's known for his short game. Like, he'll be like, "Oh, this is a gimme." It's like 80 yards away. You're like, "No, it's not a gimme," and then he makes it. Well, you had a chip. All you had to do was chip and get up and down, and you win. And I had gotten you so pissed that last hole. You were so mad at me. I was in your head that you went over the hole and 3-putted. I won. My ticket got paid for.
I just made a phone call.
I know, but I still beat you.
I know. I made a phone call to my buddy and said, "Hey, handle this.
Now, some of my golf memories, You remember when I hit Rodney Gillum in the face?
Oh my God, it was drinking. That's on the first hole in that par 5.
No, it was a par 5.
Right.
It was the back 9 that
Okay,
ran
all
across
right,
those
okay.
woods. I had
He was getting ready to drink a beer, and he hit him right in the face.
I got my trusty.
He never
5.
did like you after
I got
that.
I got my trusty 5 wood, and that's where I could rock my 5 wood anywhere when I was a kid. I was like 6th, 7th grade. You and Larry Gillum and Chris and Rodney are playing in front of me, and you guys are way up there. I was hitting my second shot. You guys were up near the green. And I'm like, I got this. And I hit this thing perfect.
He was drinking a beer.
And I was like, 4, and nobody heard. And all I remember is Rodney reached back to get a beer. No, hold on. Chris reached back to get a beer. And when Chris reached back to get a beer, because they both drank a little too much, it went in front of his face and hit Rodney right in the face. Rodney, if I remember, thought Chris punched him.
I know.
And they got into a fight in the golf cart, and then they realized it was my ball. And I'm like, hey, can you leave that where it lays? That was a good shot.
Hey, thank you very much.
I also hit Mom.
Yeah, Mom's still probably still hurting from that. Probably.
You had a rule. You didn't hit a second shot, and I scrubbed my second shot on number 10 at Perry Park, the par 4 over the lake with the lake on the left. I had my second shot approaching the green, and I just scrubbed it, worm burner. And I'm like, I got to hit another one. I'll hit this one.
Yeah, Mom walks in front of you, and next one she's dead meat.
And you chase me around the lake. That's probably the most running you've done in 20 years.
Hey, lighten up.
Okay. 10
years.
10 years. What else you got? You got any other good golf stories?
Well, one of the best ones I ever had was I was beating these guys bad at Perry Park. And in those days, the deer always are coming on the green.
Yeah, I brought.
And I was beating this guy bad, and I had about a 8-foot putt for a par to beat him for everything. And a deer ran across the green and stepped on my golf ball, and he wouldn't let me move it.
A deer stepped on your ball?
He ran across the green. He goes, "Oh, play it where it's at, baby."
Do you remember when Toyota first came to Georgetown and a lot of the Japanese guys were coming to Perry Park?
And
they would run the hole with their club above their head.
Well, the funniest one was this.
I've still never seen that anywhere else.
Oh, I know. It was so funny. Was this the one group? You look at them; they were running all the way up to hit the ball, and they put the club behind their neck, and they'd run up to the shot.
They would run to the
well,
shot.
Their golf cart was still on the tee. They get all the way up to the green, looking around, and going, "Oh shit!" So they had to run back to the golf cart to get the golf
I never
cart.
did figure that out. I was too young when that was happening. I didn't know if one of them was maybe one of them was supposed to drive and one run.
Well, I found out reason why was when over in Japan they have to do that because they give them a time limit. Because there's so many guys who want to play golf and there's so few golf courses, they got to run to their ball and hit it because otherwise they can't play.
God, you would have never played.
I don't believe in running my
You'd
golf
be
ball.
Ripped. You ought to start running. Let's start tomorrow at the golf outing. It's me, Dad, Dougie Fresh, aka Doe Smith, and Chris Rogers, and we are playing at Eagle Creek for the Buffalo Bob's golf outing. And I think you should run. Give me a comment. If you're watching this, give me a comment.
Yeah, I'll run for about 5 seconds.
If you think that Dad should run all 18 holes.
Yeah, right. And I guess what? I'd last about 4 minutes.
You know what? You never know what you can do. The body's an amazing
whoop, whoop, whoop.
What else you got golf-wise?
That's it, baby.
That's it?
Well, I got a million stories if we want to go on for the next 4 hours.
Next 4 hours. I'm trying to think if there was one I was thinking of earlier that I thought was pretty good. So I hit Mom. I hit Rodney. What the heck was the one I was thinking of? My mind went blank.
Well, you had the one at Brightleaf.
Who was it that stepped on your club and bent your club?
Oh, Jesus. We're winning this tournament. And it's scramble, and we were playing up at, I think it was either Four Bridges or at Heritage. And we're winning this thing. We're about 15 under.
Are you flexing on me because you're dropping cool golf course names?
No. And we were up there, and we were playing in this big-time scramble. So we're winning, okay? And I'm the guy that does the putting.
Yeah, he can actually putt. I'll give him that. The dude can putt.
So I look over, and my putter's in half. One of the guys that was playing with, I guess, stepped on my putter and never did own up to it. So I actually putted with a 2-iron.
Did it break it or bend it or what?
It broke it right in half. Just stepped on it, and it just broke.
Why was your club on the ground?
I had it laying there because I was chipping, okay, and I chipped up next to the cup. But we're about 6-7 feet away.
Why didn't you just make the chip?
Well, because I wasn't good enough that day. I think I made 2 that day, though.
Have you had a hole-in-one yet?
No, but I've had close. I've been this far twice.
Doug almost, the last scramble I played in with Doug, he almost hit a hole-in-one. It was up at the Kings Island course. Nicholas, what they call it, the Bear, the Golden Bear.
Grizzly.
And I think it sucks now, doesn't it? But this was,
well, they've made it a mess because they now have that tennis
course.
tournament in there,
Yeah.
and tennis tournaments took up half the golf course.
Yeah, so
they moved the golf course.
We played there. He had a ball that almost went. I mean, we could see it from the tee. It was just going right on a line, and it rolled up, and it was like that far from.
I love that golf course. It played right to my swing.
Yep.
And I had some of my best scores ever there.
What are you dropping here on my table? Like you're picking your teeth, getting food
No,
out, dropping stuff.
I'm picking my teeth.
Like, gosh, we can't take you anywhere.
I had a cookie in Luis's office.
Whoa. You had a cookie. We went to lunch, and you had a cookie?
Well, I had a little dessert.
Okay. That's all we got. I'm done with you. we're retiring. You're done with Fire with Dad. Look at that there. Look how much taller I am.
Oh, you're not. I'm just.
I got to be at least 6'5".
I'm in a hole.
You're in a hole. Yeah. Cool. That's all we got.
Cha-ching, baby.
See you.
Fire with Dad, baby.